Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video I want to talk about the best Wizard101 events that you should be playing. Now, to provide some context, I have every single school maxed out, which is currently level 170, and I have everything in the game essentially max tiered. That is accounting for, the gauntlets. I have the ultimate Hands of Fate, and obviously Beast Moon robes, both of them fully max tiered for every single school. So this is essentially an elitist point of view, and I'm going to tell you guys what you should do and what you should not be doing in the video today. Now, obviously, if you enjoy any of the events, that is great. I am happy for you. This video is just trying to show you the best time to reward ratio for the events. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into things right away. The best event, in my opinion, has got to be Beast Moon Mayhem. This is simply because it's a lot like Wiz PvE with a twist on it. Also, the rewards are really good. You get Moon Gold Dust, which can be used to upgrade forms, but also make spell elements that might be good in PvP or in PvE if you're into that kind of thing. Mayhem is a lot more casual friendly and a lot more enjoyable compared to Hunt, which is the PvP alternative. So you can farm a lot more things in Mayhem generally. And all the stuff you get from the event bar as well is typically pretty good. You get stuff like Lunari. You get stuff like Moon Gold Dust, right? Maybe a new pet that may or may not be decent. And then you get 30 spell elements at the end for whatever the hell it is, Spirit or Elemental. Next up, I will talk about the Spiral Scene. Now, this one is not terrible. Personally, not my favorite. The only good thing about this entire thing is the fact that the activities are not that bad to do. Like, you can get some enjoyment from doing the activities, and they do actually give you a lot of points. So if you're a more casual player or a PvE player, you might like doing this stuff anyways, right? But then you can do all this stuff and then work towards your battle pass, your scroll of fortune, whatever you want to call it, which is really good to rack up those points. You also get a Professor's Horde pack, which is pretty good. You need this stuff if you want to participate in raids. But the best part about this is the gold skeleton key. If you guys don't know, gold skeleton keys are one of the rarest things in game right now, because you can't farm them at Darkmoor anymore like you used to back in the day. So these are very hard to come by now. Personally, I don't do this event because I can just do PvP and gain way more gold keys by simply being a really high ranked player, a warlord essentially. So doing all this work on one character just to get one key is simply not worth my time anymore. I can simply go and do 1 or 2 games of PvP at a high rank and get 1 to 2 keys. So personally, not really worth my time, and I feel like most people aren't going to be like high rank like warlords. So you can do this event to get a gold key and start farming spell elements or anything cool you might want to go for in game. Next up, I want to talk about the Cathon. Now, I actually enjoyed the Cathon quite a bit. I've recently just gotten into it the past year and a half or so. I actually have the ultimate Hands of Fate, as you guys saw in the intro, which basically means I crafted the max tier for every single school, and then I converted them all into one. That's why they kind of have this cool effect where they go through all 7 different schools on the hands. So I like the Cathon a lot because it's like PvE, and it's a different twist like Mayhem kinda, and the rewards aren't bad either. You get stuff like the Cathon decks, which are really good in PvE. You can like Scald Incendiate with this as well. Not to mention at lower levels as well, if you have a deck like this, it's gonna make your life a lot quicker and a lot easier while trying to quest through the game. So yeah, it's pretty fun to do. The rewards are pretty good in terms of the cosmetics, right? You can get the ultimate Hands of Fate like I have, or you can get the claws. The claws were recently just added as well. I do need to go for the claws right now. Unfortunately, I haven't really been grinding for those. Here they are, right here. So they're pretty cool. Nice little rewards, pretty fun to do. But in my opinion, it's a good event simply because PvE players can get enjoyment from it. But if you're also somebody who's a grinder and you like Stitch gear like myself, you can go in and do it. Next up, I want to talk about the pet Prominade, however you pronounce that. This one is, again, like Spiral Scene, one of the easiest and one of the most effective. This one has probably got the best rewards of them all. Like, you get a P9, you get like an energy elixir, a hatching elixir, you get gold, you get like everything, mega snacks, you get everything you could possibly want from this event. Really, really solid. If you guys see this, be sure you try and make a pet, because it's only gonna help you ever. And that's pretty much all the actual events I want to cover. I do want to talk about some other side activities in the game as well, stuff like gardening, monstrology, right? Personally, in my opinion, guys, I really don't see the point of doing monstrology. Now, I'm not sure if that's a hot topic or a hot take at all, but I just never have seen the point of doing monstrology. The coolest part about monstrology to me is like the monster dome, the autumn dome, whatever the hell it's called. That area, I actually think you can like get 3 minions in one battle, which is really cool, and you can only do that with monstrology, which is cool. But I don't really see the point in doing this event, because like you're better off just playing the game normally, and there's not really any good rewards to it, I would say. Obviously you have to do it if you want to raid or something like that, to actually, you know, collect the animus to make the raid key, for example. But monstrology, in my opinion, is one of the most underdeveloped parts of the game, and there's not really a reason to do it, so I'm not going to recommend it. However, gardening, on the other hand, is one of the best things you can do. If you are not gardening and you're like past level 30, you guys are seriously just like losing out on a lot of value, okay? Now, when I started the game, I was really not too big into gardening, and then I leveled up, and I had all these pets I wanted to make, and, you know, I was always running out of gold, and I started gardening, and then all my problems went away. If I have a garden on a wizard, I am never, ever, ever broke on that character. So I have 4 gardens on my balance, life, fire, and storm. Typically like my favorite characters I play on, right? And they will never ever run out of gold as long as I do their garden and I sell their pet snacks. A lot of players who are already done Wiz in the endgame content only really log on to actually do their garden, and they'll log off. Like, that's how valuable doing your garden is. So if you guys have not started investing into a garden, I would highly recommend doing that. I believe you can start out gardening at like level 12 or level 15. So as soon as you can, get that out of the way. I think you only have to be like level 3 or level 5 to get the actual good seeds that give you a lot of stuff back, which is basically like deadly elephant ears, couch potatoes, and evil magma peas. But yeah, man, that's really all I have for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like rating and a sub. We're almost at 5k subs right now, so I'd really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and take care, y'all.